Assalamu alaikum. So today we have a pretty sad story. A Robinhood trader a few days ago took his own life after seeing that he had a negative $700,000 balance in his Robinhood trading account. Less than 24 hours after checking his account on Robinhood, 20-year-old Alex Kearns took his own life. In a note to his family, Alex blamed Robinhood for allowing him to take on as much risk as he did. Now, viewers of this channel know that I'm not exactly a fan of Robinhood, and I've been advising people to stay away from it.
So I would give them a dismal implementation record, and I would also give them a dismal grade for the design of their app as it relates to promoting healthy investment habits. So in summary, my review of the Robinhood app is that it brings a gambling casino mentality to investing in equities. It's not for long-term serious investors.
Unfortunately, much of the coverage of this story has focused on the facts that Alex may have not actually had a negative $700,000 balance and may have just misinterpreted his balance and thought that he had lost $700,000 when in fact he hadn't. I think this is a rather poor reflection on what happened. My heart goes out to the parents of this young man, and in order for this person's death not to have gone in vain, I think it's important that we remind ourselves of some important lessons that may not apply necessarily to the case of Alex, but will hopefully reduce the chances of tragic events like these happening again in the future. The first lesson I want to share with you is not to trade in anything that you don't understand, whether it's a particular company or a financial instrument or a cryptocurrency. If you don't understand it, you have no business owning it or trading in it. In my opinion, this young man didn't lose his life because he misread his balance or because the user interface on Robinhood isn't as clear as it needs to be. Rather, I think this man lost his life because he was given access to a financial instrument that he didn't fully understand, and that he had no business having access to in the first place. What is the societal need for 20-year-old college students to be trading in options, which is the financial instrument that Alex was trading in when this happened? Why do we need to make options accessible to pretty much everyone? What value does that bring society? And by the way, it's important for me to mention here that it is my opinion and the opinion of most commentators on this topic that trading options or trading derivatives for the purposes of speculating on price is haram. It's forbidden in Islam. Using options to speculate on price is simply indistinguishable from al-maysir, which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala strictly prohibits in the generous Quran. In it, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, translated to English, "O you who believe, intoxicants, maysir, sacrificing for idols, and making decisions based on games of chance are sicknesses from the work of Satan. So avoid these things so you may prosper. Satan desires to create enmity and hatred amongst you through intoxicants and maysir, and to stop you from praying and remembering Allah. So will you abstain from these things?" The second lesson here is don't try to time the market. Invest for the long term. Timing the market has been tried before. The numbers are in. Only 1% of day traders were found to be able to reliably earn abnormal profits, and by abnormal I mean profits that couldn't be explained by general market movements. And the rest, 99% of day traders, were all losers. Their efforts in day trading were a net negative on their account's performance. Don't try what has already been tried. Day trading simply doesn't work. Don't be another statistic. Legendary investor Warren Buffett has a pretty profound quote in which he says, "The market is a mechanism for transferring wealth from the impatient to the patient. Make sure you're on the end that is having wealth being transferred to it, and you do that through being patient." When I'm investing, I like to remind myself of Surah Al-Asr, in which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, translated into English, Buy time. Indeed, all people are in loss, except for those who believe and do righteous deeds and advise each other to truth and advise each other to patience. Do these things while investing and inshallah you'll do well. Online fake gurus that are selling courses on day trading and selling dreams of living on a beach with nothing but a laptop and an internet connection and making tons of money by day trading. Pretty much all of these people are scammers. And I say this with full confidence because if they were truly that good at day trading, then they wouldn't need to sell courses about it. They wouldn't have time to even make a course because they would be too busy making money day trading. And even if you are able to time the market perfectly in 1 trade or 2 trades or 5 trades or 10, and you're able to make a lot of money through these successful trades, guess what? When you make money easily, you're not going to go back to making money the hard way, going back to a 9-to-5 job. You're going to continue to try and make more and more money until it doesn't work. And chances are when it doesn't work and you lose money, you're going to lose a lot more than you ever made in the past. How do you think Las Vegas keeps the lights on? It's not because the visitors of that city are net winners. The third lesson here is never to risk a need for a want. A novice investor will focus solely on expected returns. Professional investors focus on risk-adjusted returns. In other words, before they make any investment, they attempt to answer the question, what am I risking in hopes of the expected return here? Remember, playing Russian roulette is a dumb idea, regardless of the outcome. And regardless of how much you stand to win if a bullet doesn't end up being fired. If you're risking something that you need in the hopes of gaining something that you only want, or something that you don't need as much, then I would argue that this is a bad investment regardless of the outcome. And finally, the fourth thought that I would like to leave you with is that you're probably going to make a lot more money from your day job during your lifetime than you're ever going to make from investing. If you become rich in the halal way, then it will be because you produced a lot of value for a lot of people over a prolonged period of time. Accordingly, the best investment that you can ever make is an investment in yourself that enables you to be useful to others. So these were the lessons and thoughts that I had on this particular story. I hope they end up being useful to you. And until next time, make sure to take care of yourself. Assalamu alaikum and peace be upon you all.